Hello friends, this session let's work with circles. A couple of very simple things to know here. We just need to know what exactly the center, the radius and the diameter, and based on that we do these three problems. It's just a revision class. You have learned this in the lower classes. So let's go ahead and see what it is. So let's say that's a circle now, and this point, right, that guy is called the center basically. Alright, so now a line which joins the center and anything on the circumference, this line is basically called circumference. So if I have a line which joins these two, alright, so I just say that is a line which is joining the center and the circumference. Alright, so that's a C and that's D. CD is called the radius. Okay, this guy is called radius. That is it. Alright, so let's talk about another line. So that line passes through the center but cuts the circumference at 2 points at least. So let's say that one point, that one point. So let me name this guy as AB. Right, AB is called the diameter. Alright, so that basically a line which passes through the center and cuts the circumference at 2 points. So that's a diameter. Alright, very simple. Alright, so what else is there? There can be another line which is not passing through the center but definitely cutting the circle at these 2 points, like that. We call this as EF. Alright, so that is a line EF which is cutting the circumference at 2 points but not passing through the center. So that guy is called as a chord. Alright, chord. That's it, nothing else. So you just need to know these four things. What is a center, alright, and what is a radius, diameter, and a chord. So based on this, let's do some problems on the board. Alright, so let's go ahead, see what's been asked to you guys. In the first question, he says the circle segment OD is what? So where is OD? OD is this guy. It means I know that is a line joining the center and one of the points on the circumference. So that guy is nothing but the radius, right? So that's a radius. So we know this. So let us write that is a radius. That is it. Okay. Cool. What next? Segment AB is the line. Is what? AB is this guy, right? Yeah. That is the line passing through the center and also cutting the circumference at 2 points. So that becomes a diameter. So that's a diameter. Alright, cool. So what is next thing? So segment PQ, this line. So this guy is a line which is cutting the circumference at 2 points but not passing through the center. So that makes it a chord. Okay, we call this as a chord. C-H-O-R-D. Right, that's O-R-D. That's a chord. Cool. So what's the last thing? The length of AB is dash of the length of OD. So we understand that that is the diameter and that is OD and that's a radius. Now look at this. AB can be made up of two lines. Can I say OA and OB? Yeah, right. And OA is nothing but the radius, right? And OB is also the radius. And this guy is also the radius. It means if I draw any line which joins O and let's say L, OL is again a radius. And let's say OP, that is a radius again. Okay, P is already here. So let me call this OX. That's a radius. It means all the lines which join the center and any point on the circumference is called radii, right? So we call them as radii. Okay, radius is for singular and radii is for plural. More than one radius we call it radii. So cool. So all these guys are radii basically, and the best thing is they are all equal in length. That's what we should know. All the radii are equal in length for a particular circle. So now I can see that OD is one of the radius, all right, and these two guys, so OA and OB are also radii, but I can see that is a bigger line, that is a diameter, and I see that this is like one radius and another radius, two radius. So I can write AB is twice OD. Yeah, that's a see, look at that. The length AB is twice, right? I can just write double, DOU. Yeah, like we can also write double, or we can write 2 times or twice OD. That's it, nothing much. So we understand what exactly is the radius and how it is called in plural, that is radii, and we know that the diameter is twice the length of the radii. Cool. Let's come to this one. Here in this case we have write the names of the following things you see in the circle here, and we know that C. Who's this guy? Center. So I can write center is C, nothing much. So what is the radius here? That line which joins the center and one of the points on the circumference. So CD is the radius in that case. What else? Chord. So we have two lines which cut the circumference. One is LM and one is RT. So which one of these is chord? We know that LM is a line which is passing through the center, right, and cutting, so that becomes a diameter. So chord is a line which does cut the circumference, but not passing through the center. So that I can write RT is the chord, RT is the chord, segment RT is the chord, and who is the diameter? LM. So I write segment LM is the diameter. That's all about it. So cool. Come back to this guy. The third question here, we just need to write true or false. He says segment TS. So segment TS is not a chord. It is a chord. So why is it so confusing? Just because there's another line passing through this, so what? No problem. All right. So let's say KM is passing through TS, but it's not a problem. Still, TS is a line which is cutting the circumference at 2 points and is not passing through the center. That makes TS as a chord. So that is false, because segment TS is a chord. All right, cool, nothing much. Segment KM is a chord. Where is it? KM. Can this be a chord? It is a chord. All right, and it is also a diameter. How do you explain this thing? All right, what's the definition of a chord? Any line which cuts the circumference. Yes, but this is the line which is cutting the circumference. Yes, and it is also passing the center. It means it is chord and also a diameter. So I can say KM is a chord. Yes, it is true. It is a diameter. It is again true. All right, so KM can be a chord and the diameter both, but TS cannot be a diameter, but it is a chord. So that's how it works. Right, the third one is segment CK is a radius. Where is CK? Yeah, that is C and that is K. Yeah, that is because it is joining the center and the circumference. CK is, yeah, it is true. And the segment KM is not a diameter. So KM is not a diameter. It is a diameter. Why? Because it is a line cutting the circumference at 2 points and passing through the center. So alright, it is not a diameter. That is wrong. Okay, in fact it is a diameter. That's all about it. So this was fast revision of circles and 3 or 4 things we should know. What is a center, what is a radius, what's a chord, and what is a diameter. Right now we'll go ahead learning more properties based on these 4 terms we just learned. All right.